never thought I would be one of those people that comes crying on the internet, and if my English is not comprehensible, it's fine. It's not my first language, but this has to be said. I'm so sick. I'm so sick and tired of Americans playing your identity politics. I'm so sick of it. You were all able to comprehend pinkwashing. You were all able to comprehend how using one's identity in the name of fucking... You were all able to comprehend how pinkwashing is fucked up. That killing people in the name of something is fucked up. You were able to comprehend it when it came to queerness and pinkwashing, but you're not able to comprehend it when it comes to race. Coming on the internet, telling Palestinians how they're playing oppression Olympics, how there's other genocides. We are very well aware. We're from the global south. We are aware to what's happening. I'm fucking half Iraqi and half Palestinian. We are aware of the oppression that's happening, and it's never because of us, it's because of you. It's fucking because of you. It's your government. It's the people that you keep voting, and it's your tax money. I've never been in the US, and I never fucking will be. Never fucking will be. You guys are fucking whack. You're insane. You're so beyond selfish. It's fucking insane. A black woman in fucking presidency is not gonna save us. And no, I'm not fucking saying vote Trump in. Fucking do something. Do something. I'm so sick and tired of this. Do something. It's your responsibility. What more do you need to see? What more images need to come out of Sudan, Congo, fucking Palestine, any of those countries? What do you need to fucking see to fucking start acting and realizing you're the fucking problem? You're the fucking problem. No one's tone policing you. No one's telling you not to fucking speak up. Speak up, but do not speak up when it comes to oppressing my people. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't give a fuck anymore. It's fucking also white people. It's all of you. It's fucking all of you. Every fucking race in fucking America has oppressed us. Black people also wear a uniform and get on a plane and come to our countries and kill us. You vote the same fucking melanated fucking people to government that sign papers to kill us. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it. You are our colonizers. I do not want to fucking hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm done. I'm fucking done. We've watched our people die for fucking years. We're not the people that oppressed you. Instead of taking a second to think how fucking identity politics is so fucking toxic and is killing people, you're playing into the entire fucking agenda. Step by step, you're all fucking brainwashed. You're all fucking ridiculous and fucking pathetic. I'm so fucking done. Done. So fucking done. You're all the fucking same. All of you. Every single one of you. Every single fucking American is complicit. And I'm done. You're all fucking complicit. You're all complicit.
In all your crying, I just want to tell you that when you involve black people, what do you want them to do? What do you want black people to do? We have even your people who are telling us, let's focus on Palestine first. And then after focusing on Palestine, we can get to Sudan and Congo and other black predominantly countries. So we must attend to you first. You want them to leave their problems. Remember, each country, it has its own problems and politics and crises that they go through. There are people in America going through struggles. They're going through things. Black people, they're being analyzed for being black in America. Parties can just stop them. Black people in America do not have rights. They're still fighting for basic rights. When will you realize that there's an ordinary person in that country who's just trying to survive that country? I'm an ordinary person in my country trying to survive my own country. What do you want them to do? You want them to stop what they are doing and focus on Palestine? Is that what you want? We all have problems. We all have issues. We all have things that we are going through. You too, inclusive. Where you live, you have your own problems. There are things that you go through. Do you want the people in your area, the things that they are going through, to forget that struggle and focus on me in South Africa, for example? We are being oppressed by these people, all of us. And we are all trying the best that we can wherever we are. I may not like Americans, but for God's sake, they have been speaking up. They have been speaking up. They've been donating. They've been involved. They've been talking about this more than they can for Congo. And mind you, by the way, there are people buying an iPhone right now. iPhone 15 or whatever, 16. Despite what Congo is going through. Despite what they know. There are people who will just be that for the system. They're in their own matrix of thought. They're going through their own crisis. Their own mental cage. We are all going through something.
Boo-hoo, Crimea River. I don't really feel any empathy towards you at all because you guys enslaved how many people? The Gulf countries abolished slavery in 1962. Afro-Palestinians, where did they come from? Do you think they just fell out of the sky? The vast majority were descendants of slaves. The Ottomans enslaved thousands of people from Africa and from Europe. And many of these people who owned the slaves and who were participating in the slave trade were Arabs. Let's not act like the Middle East is perfect without the West either. The Coptic Christians who are oppressed in Egypt and who have been oppressed for hundreds and hundreds of years. The Yazidis who got genocided by ISIS. The Assyrians and Chaldeans who had to flee to America to escape oppression inside of the Middle East. The most racist place on earth isn't Europe, it's not America, it's not East Asia, it's not Africa. It's the Middle East. They shoot immigrants at the border in Saudi Arabia. The entire Gulf system is based on Ethiopians who are basically slaves. The vast majority of Arabs who actually live in Arab countries do not like black people. They have a longer history of oppression of black people than Europeans do. So it's even more deeply ingrained inside of their mentality. In fact, the word Abid is synonymous with black people. And yeah, the Europeans definitely hurt black people. I'm not going to deny that. But you guys enslaved black people for longer. In fact, you guys even oppressed Europeans. I don't even think you have a right to moral virtue signal Europeans because you guys enslaved them for thousands of years. I know you guys think history started in 1990 or 1948, but it didn't. It started a lot earlier.
And it's not right to do the things that we do to black people and expect black people to be your dumping zone for the things that you guys do. You have done things to black people. You have consistently been part of this thing that is going on. And you're also part of it. In your anger, you are expressing just as much disdain that you have for black people. You're just the same. What stops other black people from saying that about you, that you're also the same as your people? Do you know what black people go through? You couldn't even imagine being a black woman in this society. You couldn't be me and carry my burdens as a black woman. We are at the bottom of the pole, the bottom of the pole when it comes to struggle. I don't just experience sexism and racism. I experience a whole lot of things, including my own life problems. But you don't see that. We must drop everything for you. Our people are going through things. Black Americans are going through things. They have their own problem. And despite that, they are willing to help. They are willing to go throughout their way. And you lump them with people who they don't even have privilege. They don't. They're not like others. They're still at the bottom of the pole in terms of prison, in terms of the system and how it's set up in America. The white man still benefits on that land more than a black American. 10 Americans would have a privilege of one white person. I don't know if that's right. But 10 black people would have to share that privilege, depending on the mood of a white man. They don't even have that privilege, in fact, because of how the system is set up in the States. So please don't cry and bring out about your anti-black here and use it as a default and be, I'm angry. We all angry. I'm angry about what's happening to my people. I'm angry because they were taken here and they were forced to endure things that it was beyond them.
Black Americans, people who are marginalized outside the United States, calling us out for the privileges we have over them is not oppression. Oh, but don't get too excited, everybody else. Hold on, hold your horses. I just had to get that out the way. Okay, because some of y'all, a lot of y'all, can be really anti-black in the process of calling it out. I'm going to say exactly how. A whole bunch of y'all will project your valid hatred of America onto black Americans who are also oppressed by America, but we just live on its soil, because a huge aspect and pillar of American white supremacy specifically is putting forth black people as the punching bags of the terrible shit America does. I'm gonna let that one simmer a little bit. And it ain't just black folks. It's all marginalized groups within America. That's a pillar of American white supremacy. We are going to do terrible shit, and then we are going to place the marginalized groups who are living in America, who are American citizens, inhabitants, etc., as the punching bags of that terrible shit. Immigrants take all the jobs. Black people are lazy and violent. Their neighborhoods are full of crime. Queer people are dangerous for your kids. All that messaging tells everybody that all the negative aspects of American society are these people's faults, and y'all are gonna blame them. And what happens is, some of y'all conflate that with American imperialism and power within the American system. On top of that, not only does America place black people as the scapegoats and the punching bags for the terrible shit America does, America also appropriates and bastardizes black culture as general American culture without giving us credit for the influence, because if you give credit for the influence, you gotta give respect. But they're not respecting black folks in America. Black culture and influence specifically is one of the largest soft power exports that America uses for clout. So America putting us as the scapegoat punching bags while also bastardizing and appropriating our culture in the forefront as American culture puts an ease of access everybody else has to black people, to black American people. We are an export. And what happens is, with that ease of access to us, we're easier to hold accountable when we need to be held accountable, but we're also easier to blame when you can't touch the people at the top, the people that have the power. You can't communicate with them. You come and blame us. We are their proxy. And in us being the proxy, a lot of isms, a lot of anti-blackness comes out with that, huh? You feel empowered to meet a black woman and tell a black woman to calm down when she's trying to talk to you. You feel empowered to rightfully call out black people in the military and the army without bringing up the fact that our American military prays after black folks in America, so much so that we serve in the military at a rate higher than our population in the United States. So you calling out black people who don't have power in America about the power America has over black people, over us and you don't think that might influence the way that you communicate with us? And I started this video off the way I did because black Americans need to know that we do have this privilege, just simply living in America and then being American citizens, those of us who are. And that's a privilege that's really hard to tangibly know and see unless you know people who don't have an American citizenship, or you travel outside of America and you see just how differently people treat you when you got that passport. So we do need to be called out and held accountable sometimes. Absolutely. I see the American exceptionalism. Okay, I often call it out. However, if you think that there is no type of misplaced anger that some of y'all put specifically on black Americans, and put us as the representation and the punching bag for the bullshit, terrible things that America has done, I challenge you to re-motherfucking think that.